Enjoy your bonfire weekend.
You too.
9:51. Well, if you're out and about this weekend and the weather's good and you're looking at the trees among you, here's something to think of you about, because the world is losing plants and trees at an unprecedented rate, apparently. 1 in 5 thought to be at risk of extinction. And so the race is on to store backup copies in seed banks.
But not all species can be preserved this way, including many trees. So our science correspondent Helen Briggs has been talking to some scientists who say trees grown in test tubes could be the way forward.
So coming down into the vault itself.
Buried beneath the Sussex countryside, a bomb-proof, flood-proof, radiation-proof vault. It contains storerooms kept at -20 degrees.
We put our coats on.
And everywhere you look, there are
The
seeds.
scale of the operation, sort of large seed collections in these kilner jars, and you can see all of these drawer after drawer after drawer, 90,000 collections of 39,000 plus species.
Seeds from nearly every country can be found within these walls, an insurance policy against the extinction of plants in the wild. But not all seeds can be preserved in conventional seed banks.
It doesn't give full cover for sort of very important groups of plants, particularly threatened species, rainforest trees, and even in the UK, some iconic species, the oaks, their seeds do not stand drying. They cannot be frozen. We need to work on alternative methods.
One alternative being tested here is cryopreservation. It involves separating the plant embryo from the rest of the seed. In this state, it can survive very cold temperatures. When thawed out, it will grow into a new tree.
This baby oak tree has come out of the deep freeze and is starting to grow. Trees in a test tube could be the answer to protecting our forests in the long term.
Trees face many threats in the wild, from climate change to diseases like ash dieback, which can wipe out whole populations. Scientists say it's crucial we have a backup. This shipment of seeds from Tanzania is being added to the collections.
They could have anything in them. I mean, that could be a cure for lung cancer. We don't know. We just don't know what's in them. But the really important thing is, with our changing climate, that we collect and conserve these things before they've gone.
And scientists say there's a need for more investment if we're to stop many of our plants from being lost forever. Helen Briggs, BBC News.
Interesting, isn't it? It's like sort of backing up your photos or documents on a drive. It's 9:54 and we have very special guests now.
Oh, we've had some amazing stories this morning, haven't we? And some really interesting things to talk about. But this one, I think, will touch many of you. Maggie Moore's husband was posted to Turkey as the British ambassador.